Okay, so fuel is a problem. We need a little bit more. This should be better. This should be much better. I may offset this a little bit further down. I mean, I could use some Separatrons instead. That wouldn't be the worst thing. We'll go ahead and do that. Not sure why these are so far in, and I can't like drag them out. We're gonna have to put some Separatrons up here, I guess. I'm gonna offset these a little bit. And we're going to rotate them so that they're firing out. And then these Separatrons are going to be going in here. This is a lot more. We're not gonna wait for anything. Okay, so these fuel tanks are emptying out very quickly. And these fuel tanks as soon as they empty. Empty, off. That should help. That should have helped quite a bit, hopefully. Guess we'll see. Hello. Welcome to the stream, where I'm struggling with fuel, as I tend to do. Off. Get rid of them. 75. That's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop turning, please. Please stop turning. Regular stability assist. Thank you. That's a pretty nice curve, actually. $26 and 186. We don't need that. We don't need that. God, where is this? There we go. 86, 79, and 76, that's fine. Burn of only 1 minute, which is wonderful. And then we have plenty of fuel now. Look at that. Just adding those two little things. That was plenty. Yeah, so there's two things. There's two ways you can get stability assist. One is to level your pilot. If you level your pilot up just one level, he will get the what you see here, these prograde and retrograde. And the pilots themselves start with basic stability assist, which is activated by the T button. But it has to be a pilot doing that. At level 1, they will get the prograde retrograde thing. I think that this is a level 1 thing. Actually, level 1 might be the ones down there. But either way, you know, the more you level up a pilot, the more options you have for specific stability assist things. Like you can lock to retrograde, or lock to normal, or lock to. I think later on you get the ability to lock to the actual maneuver node, which is really nice. We are, in fact, in orbit. Thank God for that. My God. Then we can just use RCS. I mean, we don't really want to necessarily use RCS for everything, but we can. But also, some of the probe cores have stability assist built in. The basic probe cores that you get, I think, don't have stability assist, but then later on through the tech tree, when you unlock things, you get better probe cores that do have stability assist and that might have more options. That's how you do that. Where is this is it, isn't it? There we go. Let's check it. How are we wow, we're actually almost already separation. Problem is our okay. Let's go ahead and fix our plane. We're going to use our RCS to fix our plane, I think, first. Where is the? We'll wait until like here. Add maneuver. Add maneuver, please. Add maneuver. Yep. One. .0. It is very peaceful in space. I really like it. The 3-second burn, but if we use RCS, it's probably going to be more like 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and turn to our maneuver. See, I don't know if this is going to work. I might need another engine or something on here instead of just using RCS. I thought that maybe I could just use RCS with this, but I'm not sure that that's really going to work. But we'll see. I am by no means any expert, by the way. I'm still very noob. I haven't even gone past the Kerbal system. I haven't gone to Duna or anything like that. I am kind of just learning as I go. Let's go ahead and let's set Kerbal alarm clock. Let's set Kerbal alarm clock for 2 minutes. And we can time warp. This is 2 minutes before the maneuver. Because if we only use RCS, which I would like to only use RCS for this, Although, because we only have 3 seconds left of fuel in here. Actually turn RCS off when I do that. I don't need RCS to, I mean, I could just, I guess I could just use the fuel and then get rid of it. And then use RCS for everything else. I don't know. I am using a few, mods. Oh, wow, this is taking forever. You know what? We are going to use the rest of our fuel. Apparently that's going to take about 30 seconds. We're going to wait a little bit. I'm using a few mods. I'm using the mod list is under the video in the one of my panels there. If you you'd like to see, I'm just using a few visual mods. Makes the game look more nice. It's very simple to add them. If you look up CKAN, that's CKAN. It's like a mod manager for Kerbal Space Program. It will actually download and install most mods for you. The simple ones are really easy to do. That's what I use. So. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this plane shift here. I have friggin' plenty of monopropellant, I think. Yeah, Skyrim Oblivion, mod it till it crashes, right? I think that's probably good enough. Now let's see about getting an actual rendezvous. We do it over here. Well, if this doesn't work out, if I have to revert, maybe I'll crash. Maybe. That's a little bit dangerous. I don't really want to do that. Do something like here. This help? I may end up having to wait for a couple of go rounds. Not really getting any. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I think, wait for a couple of orbits. But that's fine. We have we're not using any fuel. We have solar power. Oh, which comment? The CKAN or the possibly crashing? If I can't make this work. Which I'll do. I'll do it for you. If I can't make this work, I won't revert. Well, I will revert, but I'll crash, and then I'll revert. Oh, Skyrim. Mod it till it crashes. That's the Skyrim. That's the Bethesda motto. For Skyrim. That's for Fallout 4. Mod it till it crashes. So basically what we're doing is we're gonna wait until we no, that's not us. This is us. Until we are actually behind, like over here compared to it. Unfortunately, it's going to take a bit of waiting. We are going faster than them, but just barely. Because our apoapsis is actually basically almost exactly the same as the space station that we're trying to dock with. Not the greatest thing when I'm trying to figure out how to dock. This is just basically a game of patience at the moment. But see, these kind of pinkish, orangish arrows are basically describing when we are closest to them. So this is us, right? This space station fuel rocket, and this space station science 7S science Mark 1 is what we're trying to get to. We're trying to dock there. But to do that, obviously we need to get close. Since we are mostly at a lower orbit, we are going a little bit faster around Kerbin than they are, than the science station, and we are basically trying to catch up to them. Because we're ahead, it's going to be difficult to get to them without some major fuel burnage, which we do not have. We have 0.3 seconds of fuel left. Now these pinkish arrows describe how the closest point. Obviously, it's bad if they're on the opposite sides of the world. What we want to do is wait until we are kind of catching up. And then we want to get these two little arrows to be, you know, right next to each other, essentially. But unfortunately, it's very much requires patience, because we just have to wait until we catch up to them. Luckily, in the base game, there is no life support. We don't have to worry about... Well, plus there's nobody on here anyway. But we don't have to worry... Even if there were Kerbals on here, we wouldn't have to worry about them, you know, running out of food or oxygen or anything like that. There are mods for that, if you are interested. It makes things a lot harder, because you do actually have to worry about food and oxygen and having enough to last. But see, now they're coming closer and closer. We are catching up to them. I think we're going to wait until we're kind of somewhat close behind, and then we'll see where that leaves us in terms of possible maneuvers. There are tutorials that you can do in Kerbal Space Program, and one of them, two of them, I think, involve docking. Definitely very, very useful to do. Even after doing them, I was still like a little bit, you know, iffy. I've docked, I don't know, 5 or 6 times by now, and I'm still like, it still confuses the hell out of me. But apparently I guess the new version, the new 1.1 version that's coming out in maybe a few weeks, in addition to having the usual, you know, the bug fixes and such, is see, it's getting closer and closer. Apparently they're gonna have new tutorials, and they're gonna have like a lot of more like information and help in the game, which should be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Also, it'll make the program 64-bit, which means you can use more RAM, which means that you'll be able to put a lot more mods into it, which I'm looking forward to. I'd like to have even closer. Now let's see if I. I think I'm gonna have to wait another orbit. One of the mods that I'd like to do is there's a mod that adds a whole bunch of like airplane parts, like propellers and stuff like that. And there's a mod that actually adds a whole bunch of airplane missions that you can do instead of always going to space. Not that there's anything wrong with space, but the game does have a fairly robust aerodynamic system. That would be really fun to use with planes. I think anyway. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, I think we're gonna try for something. Let's slow down. 52K. High altitude, or even just like a regular, like a propeller plane or something like that. You can make space planes in this, by the way. It is a thing that you can do. Do we want to do it at our... No, we're going to do it a little bit before then, don't we? Oh, yeah. That's no good. Oh yeah, there we go. 13. The other way. .4. This is perfect. This is perfect. Did we crash? Please say we didn't crash. Please, did we crash? We might have crashed. Son of a...